Hi everybody, this is Nathan with DataMotion.com. We're going to go through the process of what needs to be done to set up a new DataMotion secure mail license. So for the premise of this video, we're going to make the assumption that you've either just purchased some new DataMotion secure mail licenses or that you've just signed up for a trial. Now when you signed up for your account, whether you did this online or through a sales rep, you assigned an email address on your order. And that email address is now used as your admin account for your DataMotion secure mail licenses. This is the account that you're going to use to create your own account so that you can send and receive encrypted emails, but also the account you'll use to create other accounts in your organization, like for your employees that also need DataMotion accounts. And then once we go through that, I'm also going to go through the process of installing the Outlook add-in. Now, the Outlook add-in is the most common way that people utilize their DataMotion secure mail account. It gives you a second send button in your Outlook that's going to say send secure. And so whenever you need to encrypt an email message, you're just going to hit the send secure button instead of the regular send button. So let's start from the part where DataMotion has emailed you your new account creation email and start from there. And this is going to first walk you through creating your account. Okay, so here's the email that DataMotion sends you when you buy a new license. And we're going to click on this link. And when we click on this link, it's going to prompt us to create our password. So we're going to type a password in twice, and this is going to create our account. Now remember, our account's going to become the admin account. So for this example, I did a 5-user license, and I used the email account training@rainnetworks.net to create my account. So that email address, training@rainnetworks.net, becomes my admin account, and now I can log in to the portal and I can do all the typical administrative tasks that I would normally do. Add users, remove users, reset passwords. I can go into the co-branding section and add my company logo or change the colors from this DataMotion color scheme to my company's color scheme. So I have a lot of options. If I wanted to start creating the accounts for my other employees, I would go into this section here called Administrative Tools. And when you click on this, you'll have the option right here to add, delete, and update users. And it's a fairly simple process, just a couple of fields to fill out to add user accounts. You're basically going to just put in the email address that you want the user account to have, and then the password, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there are some other fields that you can fill out, like the labels for their first name and last name, but it's really honestly unnecessary. You can just pretty much give it the email address and password as you see here, and that's pretty much it. So that's how easy it is to create new user accounts using the DataMotion admin console. All right, so now that we've gone through what it's like to create a new user using the admin console, let's go through the process of adding the Secure Mail Outlook add-in into our Outlook. And this is the most common method of using a DataMotion account. The Outlook add-in gives you the Send Secure button, and that's how most people send messages with the DataMotion system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to the main page of the portal, and I'm going to go to Client Downloads, and then we're going to go ahead and start downloading the Outlook add-in. And as you can see, it's a little under 5 megs, and so it's just going to take a second here to download, and here we go. Now, key part here is you want to close Outlook before you install this add-in. And one of the things I always tell people is don't close Outlook using the X up in the upper right, because that doesn't really close Outlook. It keeps the process of Outlook open. So if you really want to close Outlook, I highly recommend using File, and then exit. And this will not only shut down Outlook, but it'll completely close down the Outlook exe process in Windows. If we try to install Secure Mail and Outlook is still open, the add-in cannot properly latch in to the Outlook system. And I would say, well over half of our tech support calls are because people didn't properly close Outlook prior to the installation. When you close out of Outlook, you're not just closing the software, you're actually closing down the data file that stores all your email. And because most of us have such a large quantity of email nowadays, that can literally take, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I mean, it's dependent on how much email you have. But yeah, be patient with it because literally, not waiting 10 seconds could end up making the Secure Mail add-in not install correctly. So let's go through the process of the installation. It's really quite simple. It's just a few screens. I'll just go screen by screen here so you can see it from start to finish. And it's going to complete here in just a moment. All right, so it has completed. And as you see, I have this option here to launch Outlook when setup exits. I'm going to go ahead and click that because I do want to launch Outlook. I could launch it manually, but let's go ahead and let DataMotion do that. And when I start up Outlook, you'll see here that it asks me to activate my account. So this is my DataMotion account here that it wants the password for. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in and click the activate button. And there we go. Just that easy. So I closed out of Outlook. I ran the install. Once the install was done, I launched Outlook. The first time that Outlook launches after the installation, it's going to have you activate the account. And I now have DataMotion Secure Mail running in my Outlook. All right, now that we've installed the add-in, let's send a quick message using our new software. So we're going to open up a new email message, and as you can see here in my new email message, I have my normal send button, but now I also have my send secure button. So this is the DataMotion Secure Email Outlook add-in, and so I'm just going to go ahead and put in an email address and test in the subject, test in the body, and I'm going to click send secure. And it's really just that easy. So I have now sent a test message completely encrypted to the recipient of my email. All right, and that's basically it. I mean, we've taken this process from start to finish. We have our new account email where we clicked on the link, we made a password for our account. Our account became the admin account. We went through the process of how to set up additional user accounts for other employees in our organization. And then we went through the process of installing the Outlook add-in from start to finish. And that's really how easy it is to get set up with DataMotion. It's not a long process. You can get set up and sending encrypted emails literally in a matter of minutes. So I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at datamotion@rainnetworks.com. Again, that's datamotion@rainnetworks.com. And we hope you enjoy your DataMotion Secure Mail software.